as I was saying, we'll get to that part later, as far as the back of the pattern and putting it on the fold. But remember, always pay attention to your numbers, the wording, which is the back. This is says cut 1 on fold. We'll do all that later. But something is very important that I need to say, and on patterns, which it'll tell you as well, if the pattern is not large enough, the pattern maker, if it don't be large enough for the tissue paper, they do extensions. This is a pattern piece that's already cut out, and this is on, it's cut 1. This is a right front, so you're only going to cut one of them. As you see, it says cut 1. You're going to cut one of them on the fabric, okay? And this is right front A and B. Okay. Now, what I'm talking about, extension, you see the lines here with the circles? Every time you have an extension, it's going to be a line straight through with circles. Okay, that'll let you know that there's another piece that goes to this front pattern. Okay, so you will find that, cut that out, and here it go. This is the other piece that go to it. You see it has the same exact lines. That means this pattern piece goes to this. As you see, this is 1, this is 1. A, okay? And why it has AB? Because you can make this pattern either the longer jacket or the shorter jacket, but it's definitely going to tell you where to cut it off for the shorter jacket. Okay? Now, this extension will go here. And that will actually make it long enough for the sleeves. Okay? Now, how you know where to cut this off at for the shorter version? You look on your pattern and it'll tell you right here. Here for A. See that? Here for A. That means you're going to take this line and you're going to cut all that, because you only want the shorter version of the pattern. The rest of this is the extension for the longer version. So if you wanted the longer version, you will use the whole pattern. If you want the shorter one, you'll cut it on this line. All the pieces that says cut here for A, that would be that one. Okay? That's good. Okay. Now that we want to have all our pattern pieces, we want to make sure we got all of them cut out. Hold that right there. I did cut pretty much all of them out. Okay, and I cut them on a longer version just to show you. So now we're going to cut for the shorter version. Okay, so we're going to look at our pieces, get them straightened out, look at them really well. Okay, and then, like I said, it'll tell you, this is an arm, it'll tell you where to cut for the shorter version for the sleeve. Okay, it'll tell you here again where to cut for the shorter version. Okay, I'm sorry, it's this one. Okay, you'll see it, A. Okay. Alright, so now what we're going to do is, because we want to make this the shorter jacket, we're going to cut it. And if you don't, excuse me, want to make it shorter, you want to keep it to the longer, you can actually fold it. Like this. So that's the way, if you want to make the same jacket later on, just fold it. You don't have to cut it. Alright? Just fold it, and maybe you want to tape it up. Get some tape. You have some tape here. You want to tape it up, but you make sure before you cut anything that you're right. And I wasn't, because I wear glasses and I don't have them on. So I have to pay very close attention, and you do too. Just make sure everything is right. I'm folding this as much as I can. Okay. That part right there will be for the shorter version, and you'll see it right here. Lengthen or shorten here. That's for the shorter version. Okay? Fold that nicely. I'm going to do the same thing to this one. But I'm going to look and see. Cut here for A. So I'm going to cut, but I'm not going to cut. Cut here for A. So you want to fold it again, like I said. Just in case in the future you want it to make it a longer one. You'll always have it. You fold it here. I'm not going to put the tape on there because you know why? It's tissue paper. And if I put the tape on there, it might rip it. So just fold it really great. And that's how you keep it to be a longer pattern without cutting it. Put your pieces aside. And that's what we'll do for that. We'll continue on next time cutting a pattern out on fabric. So stay tuned for the next time. Diane from Diane's Personal Collection.